I just gave you the instructions to the dressing rooms at this time. Any questions at all? All right, shake hands, and good luck to both of you.
Well, it'll be colorful, if nothing else. Mike McCallum wearing Jamaican colors, actually. Gold, green, black trim. Sean Mannion, the green and white of Ireland.
This may be the first championship fight to be judged by 2 women.
Carol Polis, Carol Castellano.
They have about judges, and they have about 20 championship fights of experience.
McCallum has come into the ring relatively cool, unlike Mannion. That's something, Ray, I know you've talked about on numerous occasions.
Well, there's no perspiration on either fighter. But in fact, they're at this moment now, they're a little tight. And I wouldn't be surprised if something dramatic happened, like a knockdown. This is a big opportunity for both fighters.
And McCallum showing a good jab early on here. He will throw a lot of combinations. He's very quick. And frankly, when we talked yesterday, he's a very nice young man to begin with. When we talked yesterday, he was saying that his toughest fights so far have come in the gym at Kronk.
You notice how effective the left jab of McCallum is. It's very straight, it's accurate, and this left jab is going to do a lot for him in the fight against a southpaw like Sean Mannion. It will keep Mannion off balance, and also it will enable McCallum to deliver a right hand left hook.
McCallum with a right hand lead going downstairs, missed a little short. Lunging left by Mannion was caught on McCallum's gloves halfway through the first round. Crowd support here in favor of Mannion, and you can hear them chanting.
Well, in order for Mannion to win or to be effective, he needs to get inside. He has to make a fight out of this, make a brawl out of this fight. He can't stand back and try to box a guy of the height of Mike McCallum.
McCallum, a good quick left hand. This is a round of pretty much a feeling out process on both sides.
That left jab is really bothering Sean Mannion because he can't get set. Every time he makes a move, McCallum throws that left jab, and it connects.
So we come down toward the end of the first round, a round which has already seen a little bit of redness and just the slightest bit of puffiness on the right side of Sean Mannion's face.
Deep breath. Come on. I'm going to get down. Okay, relax. Now relax. Nothing in a hurry. Okay. Know what I said. Nothing in a hurry.
According to those very close to Mannion, and they're very open about it, his biggest problem in the past has been that he hit the bottle harder than his opponents, but he's supposedly in training, and of course, here's Marvin Hagler in his dressing room, perhaps an hour away from defending his title for the 10th time. Sean Mannion, Mike McCallum.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Once again, the left jab of Mike McCallum is starting to go to work on Sean Mannion.
So this is the second round, and the pace picks up just a little bit early on in the second round. both corners telling their man to be patient.
Well, that is the key, Barry. In fact, the way that Mike McCallum is fighting Sean Mannion is flat-footed. And because Sean can't get inside, it's okay. And normally with an aggressive fighter, a southpaw, it's good to move around the ring. But I don't see no problem that Sean Mannion is making for Mike McCallum because he can't get inside due to the left jab of McCallum.
And the fact is, Mannion is not a guy who you would have to consider to be a knockout puncher. He's had his share, but he is not a guy who you really have to worry about knocking you out.
That's something to also look forward to. You notice when Sean Mannion reaches inside, the right hand grazed his chin.
That was a very good, quick right hand thrown by McCallum when Mannion did get in. And there's a great shot to the body. Remember Mike McCallum's nickname, the body snatcher. He's making good on that right now. He's going downstairs for the body, and he did hurt Mannion a moment ago with a good, solid left hand.
In fact, Mannion he didn't agree with the fact he was hit, you know, while the guys were clinching. And the rabbit punch that McCallum hit him with.
Anthony Perez.
It might help him, Barry. A little anger, a little more energy, and the fact of being frustrated might help Sean Mannion in this fight. Because, like, as of now, he's not doing anything. He's retreating, and against a fighter, the right hand there, a fighter like the caliber of Mike McCallum, he just asks for trouble.
Every time Mannion does get inside, and McCallum holding and hitting there, and we'll see if he doesn't get a warning here from Perez for hooking. He does not.
That was a beautiful series of right uppercuts thrown by McCallum.
And when Mannion gets inside, he gets the worst of it. So he almost has no place to go. Coming down toward the end of the second round.
We're going into Mike McCallum's corner. Mike McCallum hasn't done anything wrong to this moment. Mannion isn't even in the fight. And in the corner of Mike McCallum is the veteran trainer and manager Lou Duva, and this is his first time in the ring with McCallum.
Now you're handling him beautiful. And remember,
Put it out.
remember, everything is a target. Now you're forgetting that, right? You got me?
You're boxing beautiful out there, Mike. That jab is working you in the body punch just a little more, baby.
Now you ain't got to look for nothing. Remember that. Come on, right?
Now let's take a look at the body shot there to the right side, and he'll come back over the top and then come back on the other side. There's a shot. There's a borderline shot, but not a low blow. So far, Mannion doesn't have any answers for what McCallum is giving him, and he may duck into a right hand here soon, trying to get away from the body shots and the left, Ray.
Well, that replay also indicated that Mannion does not like it to the body. And I'm sure that McCallum's going to go right back to the body and try to hurt him, and then put those beautiful combinations together and get him out of there.
McCallum has been very workmanlike and very effective through the first two rounds. There's another good right hand. McCallum showing a good ability with both hands. Very patient fighter so far.
Okay, very good.
I'm waiting for a counter right hand by McCallum to come into play because, again, Barry, Mannion is still running in with that chin exposed.
All right, break, break. No hold in and hitting. Come on, come back.
McCallum getting inside once more. We saw for a moment the right hand of Mannion drop.
I still see that Mannion does not like it to the body. And I don't see why McCallum's not staying there.
Well, he went right back to it there, and once more you could just see the arms drop. No question that he's hurt by those body shots.
McCallum should work to the body and come up with the counter right hand.
Puffiness around the right eye of Sean Mannion started in the first round. Mannion fighting like a confused fighter at the moment, and as Larry Merchant mentioned, he has no place to go. Pretty hard to hide in that square, isn't it?
It's so small. In fact, especially when your man is aggressive.
All right.
And what McCallum's doing now is a beautiful job. He's working that jab. It's a thing of beauty.
And there's a left hand by Mannion. There was a surprise, and that'll get his attention.
Will also get some respect from Mike McCallum. And that's what Sean needs to do. He needs to take the initiative and throw his own punches.
There's a little bit of blood on the bottom part of the right eye alongside the bridge of the nose of Sean Mannion. And another good right-hand body shot. Well, McCallum has come back from that one left hand by Mannion. And those downstairs shots are really taking their toll.
Mannion definitely has to fire back.
We want to remind you that on November 9th, we will be back for World Championship Boxing. Larry Holmes puts his title on the line against James Bone Crusher Smith. He handed Mike Bruno, who was a bright hope from Great Britain, a devastating defeat. That really catapulted him right into the limelight. It takes place Friday, November 9th. We'll have it live, 10 o'clock Eastern. I'll be there with my cohort, Sugar Ray Leonard and Larry Merchant. That's live. Bone Crusher Smith challenges IBF champion Larry Holmes, who'll try to make it 46 straight.
Look, don't go straight back on the line. You understand now? Don't go straight back. That's what he needs this. He's a dirty son of a gun. Push him. He's gonna gentlemen, push him, go after it. Come on.
Sean Mannion has a look in his eyes as he knows better than anyone is telling him that he's overmatched right now. He's a brave, he's a spirited fighter, and he'll hang in there as long as he can. But he appears to be overmatched.
McCallum has been pacing up since the first round. Every round a little bit more active, a little bit busier, throwing a few more punches. And he scored effectively right from the opening bell.
Well, the third round was a good round for Sean Mannion. At least he fired back. He threw punches, and he gained a little respect. Again, he just nailed McCallum with that lead-off left.
And once again,
you notice now also, McCallum's not just rushing in anymore. He's starting to wait. He's starting to think now.
Mannion starting to find the range a little bit here in round number 4.
And normally fighting southpaw, brother, is very awkward because this guy is doing just the opposite. And the reason it's somewhat easy for McCallum is because of his height and his reach advantage. He's able to throw punches without getting off balance.
Both men in our conversations yesterday say they have trained to go the distance, 15 rounds, even though neither one would like to particularly. Mannion breathing through his mouth a little bit here in the 4th round. And again, that jab bothering him.
Sean Mannion needs to be first. He needs to get his punches off first. He's a shorter fighter. His arms are shorter. He needs to get inside. He has to be the one to work and dictate the fight.
That left hand shot by the head of McCallum.
All good.